When it comes to Final Destination, I am just not a big fan of this series. I liked the first and second films, but didn't feel the need to own either of those films. Final Destination 3 was the shark jump point for me, to the point that I have yet to see 4 and 5. So I'm waiting to Final Destination Bloodlines, expecting more of the same. Imagine my surprise when I found out I had a blast with this. The film starts off with a phenomenal opening sequence that takes place in a grand opening of a Space Needle style restaurant in 1968, and shit gets real. This opening kicked in my severe fear of heights and did a fantastic job setting up the tension. I don't think I've ever cheered for a kid to die as much as I did in this opening scene. We then fast forward to the present day as this family is picked off one by one in a totally brutal fashion, because the matriarch of this family was supposed to die that day. The kills in this are absolutely spectacular, as we get some graphic death scenes that show Depp as a motherfucker. It also has a sense of humor about itself, whereas most of the Final Destination entries took itself deadly serious. I also really love the fact that aside from Tony Todd, this cast is filled with relative unknowns, unlike a certain recently announced series of biopics, but that's another video. Caitlin Sanawana and Ted Briones are both excellent as the siblings who have to figure out how to stop death. The late great Tony Todd goes out on one hell of a final note as we find out more about his character from the previous films. I also love that he full well knew he was dying and gave a wonderful speech. However, there are a couple deaths that could have easily been prevented, namely one that takes place in a hospital. But I still had a blast with this. Go check it out. I'm going to go ahead and give Final Destination Bloodlines a 4 out of 5.